Do you realize that the last time the Leafs won the Stanley Cup, they had an Indigenous captain, George Armstrong? Gavin Mckenna is Indigenous. The Portal likes this. Do not ever think this to not get cute. We won the draft lottery for a reason. Go out and select the best player available, which is Gavin Mckenna. You put him right into the top 6 at a league min for the next 3 years, and slowly but surely, you turn him into the face of the franchise. And we talk about changing culture, changing the attitude, the energy in Leafland. This is one of the ways you do it, by instilling those types of qualities in a 1A prospect early on who ends up becoming the face of the franchise. The guy slugged a dude in the bar for chirping his mom. You think he'll stand up for his teammates come playoff time? He was born to wear a Maple Leaf, and we love a mama's boy. And we don't know what's going to happen with Matthews and Nylander down the line. You know, as we were reminded last night, you never know what's going to happen in life. So let's throw him into the mix. Let's see what happens. This is great. I've seen a lot of Leaf fans coming up with mock trades, okay? And some of them are certainly very, very enticing, because God knows, do we ever need a 1A defenseman? We've been looking for one, since Boreas Salming, feels like. And I'll come up with some mock trade videos myself because they're fun, and maybe there is a scenario in which it would make sense to trade back and get creative. But I tell you, the way I'm feeling right now is that we're sitting in front of a guy that has a Patty Kane level ceiling. How could you pass that up? I've also seen some people say, oh, well, he could also be the next Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, which would not be great. But based on what we know right now, which is that, this guy's put up 310 points in the last 180 games played across WHL, World Juniors, and NCAA. Just go out and take him. Go out and take him, and just believe that this all happened for a reason. Now, I've seen some people say, what about Stenberg? He's right there with him, obviously. Stenberg doesn't quite have the same high-end skill as Mckenna. The reason you would take him is because his defensive game is much, much better. But as we've learned with Matthews over the years, you can kind of teach and develop a guy to be good defensively. You can't teach the high-end skill aspect. And McKenna's got the higher ceiling. So, yeah. And I want a Canadian superstar. I've seen some people say, oh, do you think Sundin will have some influence with the Swedish factor with Stenberg? I mean, maybe a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's not like Sundin's making the decision. It's not his call. There's going to be a round table of people making this decision. Hopefully Keith Pelly and his ChatGPT premium subscription aren't one of them at the table, but it's going to be McKenna. Go with it. The last thing I'll say on a funny note is that it's hilarious that we took this pick from Vancouver. People in Vancouver hate Leaf fans enough as it is, because every time we go out west, we make them change their game time to accommodate us. It's also hilarious that Calgary got bumped out of the top 5. One final gift from Tree Living to them on the way out of his NHL GM career. Anyways, guys, we'll see. Drop a comment or thoughts. Thanks for watching.